Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brett Hurt. My phone number is 864-236-1680, or you can email me at dyslexicgeniushurt@gmail.com. A question came up. My mandrel shaft will not turn because the original bearing is frozen in place, which looks like this. And this is made out of a Babbitt stuff, and it breaks away. You can see how this one's cracked like that. That will cause the mandrel whole system not to turn. First, you take off the carriage. So it looks like this junker. Then you remove the belt. Then you take the screw out of the drive pulley here. There's a screw hole on the drive pulley that goes down and holds onto a shaft. Then you take out this little screw and that little nipple thing that pops in there. It's a very small part. You have to take that out. Then you take out the set screw here that holds a little L-shaped piece that keeps the lead screw in place. And then you take out this screw. Now everything is free to move. You also can undo this bearing here. This holds the end bearing and the adjustment part, because the shaft runs through this mandrel shaft like this. There's a hole through this. This is your mandrel shaft. If it's stuck, you have rust like this junker, you want to spray with WD-40 or the blast off stuff I use all the time, this stuff. And you need to let that sit.
So that loosens it?
Mm-hmm. That loosens it. Now, how do we get this apart without bending anything? We don't want to bend anything. You take a 2x4 and you rest it on the cast iron bearing area itself. And you hold this perpendicular like that. Then very carefully, you hold a chunk of wood, 2x4, I like 2x4s. You're going to go whack. And one good whack will pop the mandrel off. You need to pop the mandrel off. In the old days, machines I've worked on, they will pop it off and then they will get the illustrious vice grips and grab onto it to try to get it apart. We don't want to do that because usually the shaft that runs through here runs on that bearing. This one we're trying to get rid of and put in a new one. So after the mandrel's off, the mandrels connect at the end and the end here. Nothing in the middle. So if you mar this up a little, getting it apart, it's okay. You can just file it out. It won't hurt anything.
But you're not marring the mandrel itself.
No, you're not marring the mandrel itself.
Underneath it.
Once you have this off, you get the illustrious vice grips and you clamp down extremely hard and you just start giving it a tap. But you don't want to beat down this way. You want to beat straight in like this. Okay? So once it pops.
So you remove the mandrel first.
You remove the mandrel first.
And then you can grab the bar underneath it.
You can grab the shaft that runs through. Okay. The shaft has a hole in it like this. This is a mandrel shaft off one. This is on Edison Homes. Then you can insert a new bronze or brass bearing or whatever material you'd like to use. But this is how you get them apart. And this is tough to do. Then you have to make sure that after you get it apart, you have to measure all the bearings, where everything goes, how much it sticks out to both sides, and then you have to machine one of those to fit in. This is a lot of fun, and that's my tip for the day.